Hey guys, Robert Visitation here. Welcome back to my channel again. Today, we're going to work on that front snap kick, okay? Depending on the discipline that you're in, it could be called a teep kick or a push kick or whichever, but today we're going to work on it. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the why. Why are we throwing that kick? What are we expecting from that kick? We're going to talk about the exact technique to throw that kick with and the surface that we're going to be connecting on there as well. So, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, I'd really appreciate you if you'd punch that subscribe button, kick that like button there for me. That would really help out my algorithm and be able to help me continue to bring you these type of informational videos for your kickboxing, boxing, or Muay Thai journey. So, let's get with it. So when we're talking about a front snap kick, we're talking about a kick that's going to come up and go straight in, almost like your jab, almost just like your jab. We're going to kind of use it as your jab. I always did during my fighting career, and that's what I teach my students and fighters for as well, is to use that as a range finder. Use it as a range finder, you know, to find your distance. Find your distance. Why are we going to use these kicks? Whether it be in TaeKwonDo or whether it be in kickboxing or Muay Thai or whichever, you'll see my kicking style is from TaeKwonDo. I'm an 8th degree black belt in TaeKwonDo. So when I first started doing front snap kicks, it was coming across the floor. Right? So you're going to see a lot of TaeKwonDo influence into all of our kicks that we use here at VFit House of Champions. So on these kicks, why are we going to throw these type of kicks? We want to throw these type of kicks. Well, we want to, if we're in TaeKwonDo, we want to get points to the stomach. If we're in Muay Thai, kickboxing, something like that, we want to do damage to the core. If it's a longer fight, a championship fight, something like that that's going to be going on, you want to bust at that core and get that breathing pattern out of order to make them tire easier as well. But we also, when it comes down to the technical aspect of it, whether it be a front teep or front snap kick or rear snap kick, whichever, what we're really trying to do also is we're finding their reaction on it. If I throw like, bah, and I get a good kick in there and we're back out and I'm punching, and I catch him again on it, 9 times out of 10, if I look there and I bring that knee up, where's his hands going to go? His hands are they're going to come down to block that kick that I've already landed a couple times. Might have taken the wind out of him already. So you want to get that reaction. Once you throw a couple of these and start getting that reaction right here, they're blocking it or dropping those hands to block. That's when you come across the top. Kick, wah, wah, 1-2. So I call that a kick 1-2. And what you do is when you're doing that and you're setting them up, when you're going to throw that kick, you don't really even have to throw it hard like you have the other ones. Just go ahead and look there, maybe touch it, and you have a small window where they're going to drop those hands, right? So kick, and then come across with that 1-2 right behind it. So that is a great reason why we use that front snap kick as far as getting a reaction out of your opponent with their hands coming down or their arms coming down or elbows moving down to open up a target area. Now, a lot of people, when they're fighting, have certain things they do all the time, okay? And like, say, I'm going, and I'm throwing that teep kick, and I'm throwing that teep kick, and I'm noticing that they're going to their right every time or to my left, which is bad news because that's the power side, right? So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go up and go ahead and throw that teep, boom. Typically, they're going that direction, so I know they're going to go that direction, so I'm stepping down, throwing my strong hand, my left hand across, and then might as well take advantage of that roundhouse kick also while he's there. So sometimes people move to the left, sometimes people move to the right, sometimes people always back up. But you use that teep to find out what they're going to do, what their reactions are going to do that will help you be able to set up and have many scoring opportunities later down the road. Now, let's talk about that teep and how our front snap kick and exactly how we're going to throw that. My hands are home as always, right? That knee is going to come up high. I'm going to pull those toes back and I'm going to kick out with the ball of my toes. I'm going to bring it back in and back down. So up, back, and down. Very powerful kick. Also, you use those with the front. Teeps also, good powerful kicks there as well. Let me do it on this left side so you can see this side open. Again, bring that knee up high, pull those toes back, shoot out straight, bring it back in and back down. Now notice when I throw that kick, my knee still stays up high, okay? You'll hear me in my Taekwondo classes telling my students, no lazy front snap kicks. And what I mean by that is that they're always hearing us say high knees when they're throwing that kick, right? Well, a lot of times, you know, the kiddos will bring that knee up high and they'll kick and okay, I've done my job, and they'll drop it down. And I call that a lazy kick. So bring that up, straight in and straight back. We talked about using that kick, and some people are dropping the elbows, dropping the hands. Sometimes people try to grab that kick as well. And it's so much easier to grab that kick if it's a lazy kick, because you kick, and if you're going to drop it down, that can fall right into their arm. And that's bad news for you, okay? Now, we talked about it a moment ago, but what are we kicking with? What's the surface of our foot we're kicking with? We're not going to throw a front snap or a teep kick with the whole bottom of our foot, right? We got a lot of pressure going into this kick, and we don't want it spread out over our whole foot, right? Remember that law of surface? We can hit the same exact, have the same exact pressure on a flat hand, or if I poke you with two fingers, which one's going to hurt worse? Well, the fingers are. Well, I pushed the same on both of them, yes, but I have all the power that's going into this whole surface going into that small surface right there. Okay, so it makes them feel it a lot more as well. Okay, so law of surface, the smallest surface we can use by applying the same amount of pressure, has really good results. So guys, if you have any questions about any of my videos, or especially this one, go ahead and drop those questions down there. If you have a subject that you would like to see me cover on this channel, go ahead and put them down there as well, and I'll certainly consider it and get back with you. So if we're going to be out of town this weekend, as Jose has a title fight up in Tulsa, and I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and have a camera kind of follow us around. And we're going to have the next video we're going to put out there is going to be kind of a behind the scenes about these fights and title fights. And, you know, I know a lot of people kind of wonder what goes on in the back, what goes on here. Well, it's not as glamorous as you think, as you'll see in this next video that we have. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to just go ahead and have a behind the scenes of how this title fight goes all the way up to where he's walking out to the ring. All right, guys. So again, if you like the videos that I'm putting up, please punch that subscribe button and kick that like button for me. It would really help me out. Until next time.